Closing the book on a whole chapter. International overlanders would agree that long distance shipping like this is maybe up there with one of the most stressful periods you can go through, especially shipping to Australia. See you in Oz, mate.
Hello and welcome to a crazy episode of GrizzlyNbear Overland. If you're new here, I'm Steph, and with my husband Lee, we have been traveling full-time in our Rover Defender and 4-wheel camper for 3 years. In this video, we will explain and recap what has been going on for us for the last few months. Back in February, we entered Japan by ferry from Busan, South Korea to Fukuoka. At this time, we didn't have a carnet de passage. If you don't know what a carnet is, basically it's a passport for your car. It's required by few countries in the world, and it is also a deposit from 100 to 200% of the value of your vehicle. It is possible to enter Japan without a carnet. You must come on a ferry with your vehicle. You will need a temporary import and a proper insurance. Back in December 2019, we flew from South Korea to Australia for a short period of time to visit friends and family. During a day hike on the famous Biberman track, Lee and I made a big decision.
We made a big decision, and that decision is to delay our trip to North America and the Americas and first travel Australia.
We are now dreaming of Australia. We want to travel the land down under with GrizzlyNbear. We want to spend time with Lee's parents and travel with them. We have so many plans.
Le Biberman track, c'est une randonnée de 1000 km. 1000 km 1000
So many dreams.
Counting stock room. Plenty of corrugations.
I love corrugation. So what do you reckon, Steffi? Is it on the cards? Is it going to happen?
One day!
Maybe sooner than everybody thinks.
Back in Japan, we must start to get organized and get things moving. First step, ordering a carnet de passage. Yes, Australia is a carnet country. The carnet got sent to us via courier on a Friday night, just before France went into full lockdown for weeks. Applying for visa, even if I'm married to Lee, who is Australian. Getting my visa wasn't easy. They requested a biometrics, which couldn't be done in Japan. Anyway, $100 later, my visa was granted. Finding a shipping agent, getting quotes, and make a big decision.
Will we send GrizzlyNbear by container or by roll-on, roll-off?
We were initially shipping from Tokyo to Fremantle, Western Australia, finding and booking flights.
Trying to organise flights, and there's nothing. No direct flights to Perth. Flights are booked. We're headed from Tokyo to Perth, Western Australia via Hong Kong.
If you didn't see the previous episode, from Japan, the car would have to be sent totally empty.
30 kilograms check-in luggage each on the flight. 9.56 kilograms. There's a third of our baggage allowance right there. Cathay Pacific are stinging $200 US per 5 kilograms of extra luggage. It's insane.
On our way to Tokyo, we stopped at our friends Dan and Aya one more time.
I love my plastic boxes. We're gonna give it to Aya's friends, and she does the flea market. It's gonna go to the flea market.
Climbing gear cleanup as well. So this is a tough one. Can't bring myself to get rid of these two.
Green buckets gotta go.
All kinds of good stuff. So this is the knife from Kyrgyzstan.
That's right.
We had so much cleaning to do. Not complaining, but all under the rain.
This little bad boy here, which Dan has very kindly offered us to use today to do some tip runs and get rid of some gear. It's called a K-truck. These are little beasts, and I would say the most common utility vehicle that you see on the roads in Japan. This gas bottle, we can't send this on the ship, so we have to get rid of it. There's heaps in there. Not used to this right-hand drive business. Did you see how good the turning circle is in this thing?
Ooh.
Ready to roll? Well, that's a serious shuttlecock. It's no less spacious or comfortable than the Defender. Not the most healthy again.
I love those More sheep.
Oh, I have to get the bloody ticket this time.
Yeah, your turn.
This one?
Yeah. And then-
Stick it in?
Yeah. Last goodbye to Dan and Aya, and we were back on the road on our way to Tokyo. We are on our way to get the car cleaned. At this point, we are still not sure if we allowed back in Australia. It's
Crazy times.
It's difficult.
The flights that we had with Cathay Pacific to Perth via Hong Kong have been cancelled. Cancelled. We need to get a different exemption, different permission just to travel to Western Australia. So we're now waiting on approval, which we're not sure if we'll get or not. We're set to drop the car in 4 days' time. It looks like we can fly maybe to Sydney. There's another flight through Doha to get to Perth, Western Australia. $5,500 per ticket.
Overlanding is not fun all the time. Not sure if it's gonna work.
Water absorbent.
We're gonna throw a lot of silicate sachet everywhere in the camper and hope for the best.
Hope for no mold on arrival.
You might remember this one.
Our good friend from Asahi Motors has come through and looked after us by giving us or letting us stay inside this warehouse because the weather forecast is terrible. Like we've shown, it's raining for like a week straight, wet season here in Japan. Now we get to clean the camper inside a dry warehouse. Tomorrow, Bear will go to Asahi Motors where all the boys there are going to get after it and help us clean it, ready for this extreme Australian customs inspection.
A little gift.
Bit of a daunting operation, isn't it?
We still don't know if we're allowed to go into Australia, but we still have to go ahead and start the cleaning.
We are going to pressure wash inside. The strict Australian quarantine means even a speck of dirt could get us held up or delayed. Oh, it's looking good already. Had to be done. It was a bit of an effort to bring the camper back outside.
Wood is looking pretty bad. Wait. This is what we have to clean.
That's stage 2, I guess, of the operation done. Well done, Frenchie. That's pretty efficient. We had the camper off, on, and cleaned all within, what, a couple hours? 6 o'clock in the morning, day 2. Doing some shoulder raises with a prop shaft. Brand new flooring job that she did is coming out for the shipping. Reason being, it seems that we're getting a little bit of water in through the door somewhere. And you can see there that's really damp. It's going to be mouldy and festy by the time it reaches Australia, so definitely better to just pull it out. Another Goodwill donation. That's a very good rear awning that we got from Tough Trek. It's designed for the back of a 110. Quite heavy and we never use it. I'm going to take the car now across to Asahi Motors. It's raining again, still, forever.
Bye!
Asahi Motors. Every time we've come here, they've got some stunning work on the go. This beautiful 110, I love that color. He's been so nice to offer us a courtesy car. No filming.
I didn't know Japan was gonna be so hot and so humid. It's fully wet, it's not drying. Nothing is drying. We're gonna put silica everywhere, hopefully it will do the job. I've cleaned the fridge with bleach. Try to dry it with the fan.
Tokyo Narita Airport to Sydney. Validate your payment.
Looks like we're going to Sydney now.
More stress to come because now the ship is meant to arrive in Port Kembla, it is, in New South Wales. If we fly on time, if everything goes to plan, that car could be in port before we're released from quarantine. You guys all know Dan. He sent me a link to another courier company. These guys specialize mainly just in bags, and they're very reasonably priced. Weighing everything individually, I would say we're halving how much we own again during this.
The lithium batteries, there's no way we can take them. My step, really sad about that. Jerry can, it's heavy to send, very dirty. It's very heavy.
We're gonna get rid of a lot of the bedding. It's so damp.
We're not sure about those yet.
We've got 2 boxes here that we are going to send to our friend's house in New South Wales. Spoke to multiple shipping agents, always the same result. Shipping from Japan has to be empty.
Empty, everything is empty. Empty, 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 pretty much empty.
As stressful as this whole process is, one good thing that comes from it is the camper and the Defender get a full makeover, cleanest they've been. Anti-mold precautionary measure. Good to see you again. How are you? Too much tattoo. Good? Very good. Yeah, very good. Arigato. Honestly, these guys here, I briefly explained, you know, we need to get this clean for Australian customs. I said there can't be any sand, no dirt, no mud. He just said, yeah, no problem. I don't know whether he researched or he's just like, all right, we're gonna blitz this Defender. I'm super excited and I don't know what to say. These guys are just incredible. Let's go check out the car. It's on the hoist. They're going over this car literally with a fine-tooth comb. They've pulled our car to pieces. It's getting steam cleaned, we knew that. Engine bay, inside the chassis, top to bottom. They've removed the seats, the tires, the door panels we knew was gonna happen. Not only are they cleaning it with toothbrushes and scrapers, every little bit, but they're also repairing all the little cracks and the upholstery holders, the liners, everything. Engine bay is just spotless. Even our seat belts have been taken out and washed and scrubbed and cleaned. The boys have got some big fans blowing to try and get everything dry. We're leaving the CB radio and the stereo as a token gesture to the thieves, if there is any. I'm not saying that all stuff always gets stolen, it's just very common on a roll-on, roll-off vessel.
We opted for the roll-on roll-off shipping because it was more affordable. And with an empty car, we felt comfortable with that option, except for our compressor. So the guys worked something out for us. That night, we had to stay in a hotel to avoid more condensation inside the camper. We also closed our 2 boxes, ready to be sent.
Half of our life possessions in these 2 boxes. There it goes. All of the gear that we are sending via courier is away. The Defender's been so fully detailed and cleaned and all this hard work from the guys at Asahi Motors. It's just such a shame to have to drive it in this weather, but there's no avoiding it.
We returned the little car and we collected Bear, cleaner than ever before, and back to the hotel for one more night.
Beautiful weather.
Getting more of those for the car.
Stress relief in a bottle. Cab Sav, chili. Christian.
Friday morning, 6 a.m. We have a little bit of break in the rain. We are now going to put the Grizzly back on there. We're gonna do some more cleaning. The winch, manpower off.
Potentially the last time the camper gets closed on Japanese soil. Whatever happens, happens, and it's all part of the adventure. A little bit more down on your left, sir.
help you, but I'm filming. One backpack, another backpack, another bag, and another bag.
Arigato, Asahi Motors. You saved the day.
Yokohama.
You got it in the end. Well done. Yeah, we got to roll. It's 8 AM. We've got 280 kilometers to drive.
Iced coffee first.
Yeah, definitely an iced coffee and a little snack. Let's go. I feel a bit weird today. Got butterflies in the belly. A little bit of nerves. It's hard to explain, but there's so much going on right now. We've got our health. Nothing else matters. We broke the news to Mum and Dad.
I'm talking to my son in Japan.
We had a big surprise planned. Everything was in motion for us to come to Western Australia. Unfortunately, it can't happen. Flight got cancelled and obviously they were pretty upset. "40 kilometers to the little Airbnb apartment we've got for 10 days until our flight."
We arrived at the Airbnb. We're gonna unload our backpacks and we have to be quick.
Where?
Kitchen, living room, bathroom. Yeah, let's go.
Crazy times. Now we're gonna go to a self-car wash. Just give it one last blast.
Destination is on the left.
Oh, it's busy.
Whoa, busy!
We need something cheap ones.
10 k's to the warehouse and it's starting to rain again.
Last minute wipe down, very stressful times. The dude who we got to deal with is in that little hut there and he doesn't speak any English, which is handy. Little dramas like this get you a bit stressed out. So what's happened is we removed the wood that the camper was sitting on. But the camper's sitting a bit lower. It's actually sitting on top of our front runner drop down side table and it's pushed. This box is now pushed up and we can't get it open. Press the left. I'm explaining to him that the legs, which we've left in the rear slide out drawer there, are part of the camper because we're concerned that once it reaches customs might want to get rid of it. Apparently we are good to go.
So yeah, it was really smooth and very cool. Arigato!
Bye bye, thank you.
Bye bye.
This is very emotional actually.
Yeah.
I think it's better to just walk away real quick because otherwise the more you think about it, the brain goes crazy. So next time we see this fella, we'll be maybe in Sydney. Saying your final goodbyes, sweetie. Anything can happen from this point.
Catch you later.
See you in Oz, mate. Don't even turn back, just walk away. Walk away, you're not allowed to look back. Don't look back.